So in this video, I'm gonna show you exactly how I make over $260,000 a month while literally dropshipping the most boring products on the internet. So the 16 different brands that I run right now, they all sell these boring dropshipping products that no other guru talks about, but these products are so profitable consistently month after month because the demand for these products never really goes away. So I'm never looking for that one key winning product that's gonna blow up for a month and just completely die out. And I'm also not spending thousands of dollars per product test on things that I don't even know are actually gonna work. The brands that I run have actual longevity and consistent profit where I can exit these businesses for mid-6 to mid-7 figures. More importantly, I'm not starting from zero every single week because my creatives and my product dies out. And I'm not really building like these pump and dump dropshipping stores that every other guru focuses on. And guys, like you don't have to buy my shit either, right? Like this video is a free video. I'm not sponsored by AutoDS or ZenDrop or any of that other bullshit. I'm not gonna load the description with a bunch of affiliate links. And so if you failed at dropshipping before, or this is your first time coming into it and you actually want to make life-changing money and take it seriously, this video is perfect for you. And so in this video, I'm gonna show you exactly how I find these products that nobody else is selling. And I'm able to consistently scale these brands to 6 figures a month and then also exit them for mid-6 to mid-7 figures. All right, so first off, what we're not gonna do, which is what every single other person in dropshipping is currently doing, is we're not gonna go ahead and run ads on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok. We're not gonna be making any creatives for products. More importantly, we're not looking for one key winning product. When these gurus say winning products, they basically mean something that has a wow factor, or it's interesting, or it's scroll stopping. But this is completely wrong because we do the exact opposite, yet we make 3 times the amount of profit that everybody else does. So what you wanna do instead is sell boring products, right? Products that don't really have a wow factor, products that don't really solve like real world problems, but products that people actually want to buy. Right, and that's exactly why these products work, because we're not basing it on trends, we're not basing it on you making creatives, we're basing it on that people need to buy these products every single day of their life. What nobody else talks about is that when you're focused on winning products like the traditional way of dropshipping, your graph looks like this, right? So the first couple weeks you find the product, you're buying the product to your house, you're making creatives, you're hiring editors, and then let's just say that product does work, which is like the 1 or 0.5% chance that it does. You only have these minor peaks before it just resets back down to 0. Right, but then even when you do find the perfect creative and you find the perfect product, it could work for like a week or 2 weeks before it just dies out completely. So now when you add this up like year over year, of course you're gonna have that one screenshot when it did well like every single other guru, but majority of the year you're just losing money on product testing and making new creatives. Even when you do get this big screenshot, your margins are only like 10% and you just wasted a bunch of money and a bunch of time for basically nothing. This is what 99, if not 99.99% of every single dropshipper goes through. There's these quick pump and dump models that just leave you broke. The correct way to go about it is your graph should look like this with no major spikes, no major peaks, but every single month you're just increasing your profit and you're making more money than you did last month. And this is where all the money actually is. However, the best part about this is you're actually keeping the money that you're making, right? So across this entire brand, you're making 25 to 35% margins even when you're at scale. There's like 3 times more the amount you would be making on Facebook or TikTok or Instagram. The only way this system is possible is through Google Ads, because with Google, there's no competition, no other gurus talking about it, and people are actively looking up products in order to purchase them. So you don't have to do any convincing whatsoever. And so this is crazy, but this is a brand called Bulb Square. It's a very, very basic store that you can literally build in less than a day. And they really only sell these super boring like home decor, furniture, lighting, and outdoor products. Example, if I go into lighting, like all these products are super basic. They don't really have a wow factor. They're not really that interesting. But this brand is making more than $5 million every single year off a super simple store like this. And even if I go into one of their products, like they have no marketing whatsoever. It's just a bunch of images you can get directly from the supplier or AliExpress. Just have a super simple title, a description, some specifications, and then some images, and that's really it. Like this is a brand you can build in less than a single day. So the way I found this brand is I just typed in indoor lighting on Google, and then right here, these are what Google ads look like. So just an image, a title, a price, and a brand name. The craziest part about Google is that you only get charged as an advertiser when someone sees your ad, knows exactly what the product is, and then clicks on your website. You only get charged when someone clicks. So in this brand, I can see exactly how many visits they have per month using the similar web extension. And right here, they have 310,000 people every single month, people that saw their Google ad, wanted to buy the product, and clicked on their store in order to purchase it. And then even scrolling down, it looks like 90% of all the visitors on their website is only from Google. All right, so I'm gonna show you guys some math on how easy this store is to scale. And just by selling these boring products, you can make millions of dollars per year. So right here, if they have 310,000 visitors per month, with Google, you're gonna average between 3 and 5% conversion rates, but because they're selling a little bit higher ticket, let's just go 2% to be extra conservative. So that's gonna be 6,200 orders on their website every single month. And it looks like their average order value seems to be around, this product's 100, 227, 209, 91. Let's just go $100 average order value, right? Which is very much on the low end. They're roughly going to be making $620,000 per month in revenue. Right, and the craziest part is if I scale this to 1 year, so multiply this by 12 months. All right, so this brand is making $7.5 million every single year in revenue, just by selling these boring products that nobody else is selling, and on a platform like Google where there's no competition. Also keep in mind, to hit your first 1K day, like you do not need all these different collections in the store. Like we're hitting 1K per day within 90 days with like maybe 100th of the products that they have. I know this store is dropshipped is that if I just go to their About Us, I checked this earlier, I think it literally outright says that they have 200 manufacturers in China, which just means they're dropshipping all the different products. So what we're gonna do is take one of these products, I'm gonna take this image here and just throw this into AliExpress and see exactly how much I can get this product for. It's only gonna charge me $26.65, while they're selling it for 227 bucks, so more than a 10x markup on this product. Especially with these boring products, people love to buy them in bulk. So think about like 2 different orders, 3 different orders of the same product. But I've actually seen this light in basically every single Airbnb I've ever went to. So that's gonna drive their AOV a whole lot higher. But because they have such a big catalog of products, it's very, very common for customers to just buy out basically the entire collection. And then on Google, you're gonna profit between 25% and 35%. I think a little bit more for this brand because they're selling at such an insane markup. Even on the low end of 25% margins, that's still gonna be $1.8 million every single year in pure profit. There's also this tool called Shop Theme Detector. It's free. If you enter in a store's URL, you can see the exact theme that they're using. And right here, they're using the Expanse theme on Shopify. So once again, they just bought this theme, listed as many products as possible, just add some different product images and description, and that's what's driving all these purchases. Because like Bulb Square isn't a one-off store either, right? For example, the Zuma, exact same products you can find on AliExpress, 160,000 monthly visits. Mod Lighting, exact same products, 170,000. Vocker Lights, 650,000. They're all using this exact same system that's so repeatable because you're selling boring products to people that need them on Google search. I'm gonna show you guys how you can find these boring products and literally make millions every single year. So first step is super simple. I would just go into ChatGPT. What are the top 100 best-selling boring, which just means evergreen, that will sell the entire year round, dropshipping products that people buy every month? And now I have 100 options. I can basically sell every single one of them. Right, so right here we have stuff like storage bins, which I sold a lot of, air filter replacements, I sold a lot of those as well. Some stuff for the home, kitchen, some pet products, health and wellness, like heating packs, sleep masks, neck pillows. But for this example, I'm just gonna go with desk lamps. So you can charge a little bit of a higher price on those. They're also extremely easy to sell. So once I found this product, I'm gonna throw this into Google Trends and just see the trend line throughout the year. All right, so right here I typed in lamps. I set it to worldwide, so every country, and then also in the past 5 years. It looks like there really aren't any major peaks or troughs. Of course, it's gonna peak during Q4, like every single other product. But as long as it's above the 50% mark, it basically means that this product is evergreen throughout the entire year. Next thing I'm gonna do is go to Google Ads Keyword Planner, where you can see the exact amount of monthly searches a product has, as well as how much it's gonna charge you as an advertiser. So right here, I'm just gonna type in lamp, and I'm gonna set it to the top 5 English-speaking countries. So Australia, Canada, New Zealand, United Kingdom, and United States, because we're gonna scale it to all 5. They're all getting between 100,000 and 1 million searches every single month, and people searching it up in order to buy it. For the ad cost, I can see that they're charging me 25 cents on the low end, and then about $1.60 on the high end. So for example, if I typed in desk lamp, so once again, these are what Google ads look like. I mean, all these listings just look like shit. This one ends in .81, .94, .87. I mean, no one's gonna buy from this tab compared to Amazon, but there's 500,000 searches every single month of people that want to buy it, but they have no option to buy from. Once again, by clicking on one of these ads, I think the average is $1, so between 25 cents and $1.64. So I just gotta charge $1 for my click, but they know that it's only towards warm traffic that people actually wanna buy the product. Okay, next thing I'm gonna do is just type this into AliExpress and just see what types of products I can sell. Right here, I just typed in desk lamp, and I'm only looking for products that look a little bit premium. For example, this one. I mean, I can charge at least $100, $150 for this product. Products like this are amazing for direct to consumer. I mean, you can literally just take this product, make the image better, and charge like $150 on this thing. But then products like this table lamp and this bar lamp, which I've seen basically every single time I ever went out to a restaurant, you can list these on your store and expect an insane amount of bulk orders for it. I've sold a lot of this product. The reason why this product works so well is because people always buy this in bulk. Every single rooftop bar I went to, every single college bar, every single restaurant, always have these lights on the table, and they have like hundreds of them. Even on my stores right now, we have like $600 orders from these low ticket items because people love buying them in bulk. If I owned a bar or a restaurant and I wanted to buy this type of lamp, if I type this product in on Google, which is what they'll do, all of these listings look like shit once again. And then once again, a Google ad is just an image, a title, a price, and a brand name, right? So if we can out-optimize every single person, which we definitely can on this listing, we can basically take the entire market share for ourselves. All right, so next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a screenshot of this product. I'm gonna throw this into ChatGPT and make the image a whole lot better. All right, so super simple, make an image of this lamp with the light on, have it be on a high-end restaurant table during sunset as a professional brand product photo. I'm gonna see what it can cook up. This looks pretty good. I'm just gonna say have the background be darker so you can actually see the lamp. Then also change the camera angle, remove the food, and then also remove the candle. And then boom, there we go. This image looks 1,000 times better than any single other competitor. So now on Google Ads, you're gonna see all these really shit looking images and then see ours right over here. All right, so now about a third of the way there, since we still have to out-optimize the title and the price point. And the way you show up to be like first and second listing on products every single time is just to have a title that's extremely relevant to these search terms. All right, so super simple. One more time, I'm just gonna ask ChatGPT, give me the most amount of keywords as possible in the title for this product. I prompted to give me a title with the most amount of keywords possible. And then a quick description, it's just a bar slash restaurant slash table lamp. I also said make it luxury and then also include a keyword for wholesale in case someone wants to buy in bulk. Right here, I basically have every single keyword. This is gonna drive me to the first listing basically every single time. I'm just gonna paste this back into the Miro. And then going through this title, I mean, there's luxury, restaurants, bars, cafes, rechargeable, cordless, dining table light. Like there's so many keywords in this title. I mean that basically anytime someone types in a version of this product, we will always pop up. Basically blow all these other products out of the water now because no one's gonna type in ampersand, tradition, Como, whatever this product name is. And then for the pricing, you can make it discount, standard, premium, or luxury. In my opinion, this product would probably fit in the standard or premium. So anywhere from like 35 to let's just go like $39.99. All right, so just by optimizing the image, the title, and the price point, we basically outcompeted every single person on Google Ads, and we're taking the entire demand for ourselves. This product could easily make you a couple thousand extra a month, but this is only one product on one store. Right? And if we go back to AliExpress, on AliExpress, like there are tens of thousands of these products, all with really good reviews, really good units sold that actually have demand on Google, but nobody's actually capturing that demand just yet. Literally the exact same thing with Bulb Square. I mean, you can just bulk import all these products into your store using this app called Copy and this app called Pokey. I'm of course not affiliated by these companies. They're also very cheap, like $2 a month. And then with this tool, you can just copy and paste different competitor products into your store. So for example, right here, Temu, AliExpress, different Shopify stores, Etsy. Pokey has like Shein, 1688, Fair, Shopee. And this is how you build like 1,000, a 5,000, a 10,000 plus product catalog, literally just by copying what's working in the market, but making it a little bit better with improved titles and descriptions. Because this business is so easy to delegate and so easy to automate, I basically just have a bunch of employees automatically importing all these products for me. But then once you have some money coming back from the store, it's very easy to hire someone online for like $4 an hour, $5 an hour, just have them work on all the busy work inside of the business. Exactly how you can start working outside of the business and leveraging your time a whole lot better, and then also having these stores just run completely on autopilot without you. But every single thing I just showed you is just one store that you can build in like less than a week. But once you have the system in place and you're already making good money and everything's automated with these different tools and employees, like it is so simple. Just build another store exactly like it, but with a different niche. So for example, this one was home decor. You just build another one in like fashion, right? And then once fashion takes off, you build one in pets or beauty. By having the system, you're basically mitigating all of your risk because let's just say that one business, I don't know, the demand starts going down. You have all these other businesses to keep you stable and keep you consistent. And truthfully, like you only really need one store to make you money. But at the end of the day, if everything's automated, if you have extra time, like why not just keep on building with the exact same process? I sold one of these brands for $300,000 in profit because the buyer saw the system, you saw how predictable it was, and I was just continuously making more money every single month. My philosophy on dropshipping and the way I kind of view the next like 5 or 10 years is of course I can exit all these businesses for like 300K, 400K, 200K, whatever. But instead of these small like single exits, it makes a whole lot more sense to exit the entire portfolio of every brand that I run in one like massive big paycheck, which is what we're gearing up towards right now. Right, and this is crazy, but this is a board that I built almost a year and a half, 2 years ago, basically outlining my entire plan with Google. And this probably looks complicated, but it doesn't really take a super genius. You don't need like crazy work ethic to do this. You just need to know exactly what's in the system. But basically, if you build a store today and you just follow the exact system, you should be at least 1K per day within 90 days of you running it. And to actually build this like real wealth, all you have to do is just duplicate that a bunch more times. And at the end of the day, like this is how you build long-term and longevity in your business. And this is how you can keep these businesses going for 3-5 years, even up to a decade long. Because all these businesses are set up for the long term, like for a couple of years on end, they make it extremely attractive for a store buyer to just give you a massive exit. If you want me to literally hold your hand throughout this entire process of building a store, listing your products, actually scaling up Google Ads, there should be a link below. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching to the end of the video. If you enjoyed, definitely like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace!